Yo, what is up, gamers, casuals, and all you beautiful, lovely creatures? Welcome to episode 43 of the patch. Yo, well, I was gonna say extra skip, then I was like, nope, that ain't it. Yeah, they start again. Yo, what is up, all you beautiful creatures, ladies, germs, and non-binaries, and all that? Welcome to episode 43 of the weekly patch notes, brought to you by your boy Thamziri. And with me, I've got the huge. I've got Kid Kojo. What's good, homie?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I am good, homie. I am good. And next up, we've got Maxwell. What's good, mate?
It's all good. How things going on your side?
Yeah, they're going. I'll tell you that much. For those of you who don't know, obviously your boy's trying to get back into streaming for 2024, so I'm trying to save up for PC upgrade. It's coming along slowly, but yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. And yeah, we're going to be giving you guys some lovely news on some gaming tidbits and all this. And before we get into that, please be sure to like and subscribe, as we're going to give you some nice juicy spice. And what? Juicy spice? What would that even be? Would that be like Tajin Mexican style? I don't know. But yeah. Before we get into it, do I have any house rules or what? Not house rules. Oh my god, do I have any admin?
Well, let me mention this now, rather than ambushing you guys in a moment. Come to the discussion section. I want to raise to you guys, and I'm bringing it up now so you can think about it, building up to the discussion section. But I want to ask you guys, what is one game you would like to erase from your memory completely and get the opportunity to experience again for the first time? So think about that
right now. I can give you the answer right now, but I'll wait.
Right. Think about that, and when the discussion section comes, let's talk about it. Otherwise, that's all from me.
Sweet. Kojo?
No admin from me.
Bars. Okay. Alright, moving on then to the gaming news. Max, what's been going on, bro?
Alright, so we're going to have a very quick and brief gaming news section, and we're not going to have any news blitz because I'll just bring the one isolated topic over here. And that is that, I don't know if you guys have heard that Roblox is facing a class action lawsuit from concerned parents regarding sexual content and grooming on the platform.
It's about time.
Yes, it is. Like,
R.I.P. Omegle, R.I.P. Roblox.
Yeah, I'm surprised it took that long. And then swiftly moving on from that, I just want to briefly talk about the Game Awards nominations. Those were announced this week, and we shall put up a link to the website where all y'all can peruse the different categories at your own leisure. But to quickly mention, the Game of the Year nominee are Alan Wake 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Baldur's Gate 3, Resident Evil 4, Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Now, with that said, before we get into the Game Awards, I will want us three to look back and find that episode where we mentioned what we think our Game of the Year contenders would be and how far or how close we were to the actual nominees. That was done January. It's been 11 months, guys. And with that said, regarding the Game Awards, I also want to mention that to me, this year's nominees don't look that varied across the different categories. It's like a lot of the same games are reappearing all over the place, which makes it boring. And then there's also another factor, which Kojo was the one who pointed this out to me, and I just want to raise it out there because it was making a stir on ye old Twitter about Hogwarts Legacy not popping up in any of the nomination. And a lot of people were disappointed about that, but let's be real, guys. The reason it did not appear in any nomination is politics. It's simply that when Hogwarts Legacy was having all of its drawn out stuff, I distinctly remember us talking about it, saying we believe or let me not say we, because you guys might not want to associate yourself with that, but I remember clearly saying that I believe it will be nominated, but due to politics, it won't win anything. Now it seems like politics completely stopped it from getting any type of nomination, because there's some games in these categories where you look at like, Hogwarts Legacy definitely would have been there. I mean, even to add salt to injury, just this week it was announced that Hogwarts Legacy is a Grammy 2023 Grammy nominee. So if this game is making it for the Grammys, you're telling me it failed to make it for the Game Awards? Stinks like politics to me. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say about the gaming news. Unless there are small tidbits of news you guys want to talk about, I say we can move on.
Quick one for me. So for those of you who play League of Legends or Valorant, you guys probably would have known by now that come around this time of the episode being recorded, Riot was going to implement that everyone using, everyone who plays League of Legends and Valorant would have to now use their Riot IDs instead of their names. Now, why this has faced so much backlash is because already in the past, you were pretty much allowed to change your display name once a month, but you had to pay to do that. Now, after the whole backlash that, they were going to be removing that altogether, the ability to change your name, and you just have to stick with your Riot ID. Tomorrow, November 17th, 2023, what's basically going to happen is that they're going to revert to the current system whereby you can change your name, but now you can change it every 90 days for free. So yeah, good W on that. Well done to all the players that had a lot of backlash. I even wrote a ticket myself, and yeah, sweet, we get to keep our names. That's all for me. Okay, away. Kojo, anything from your side, gaming news?
Yes, a couple of things. And they're both sad. So, earlier this week, I saw on Reddit that a member of Larian Studios who have just made, well, not just, but who released Baldur's Gate 3 earlier this year, he has sadly passed away. A man by the name of Jim Southworth fortunately passed away, and he was the cinematic animation lead at Larian Studios. And this is what Larian Studios said on X, and I quote, "We are sad to announce the passing of Jim Southworth, our cinematic animation lead. Jim cared deeply about his team and the results shown through in their work. He loved making games and we loved making them with him. We're all going to miss him," end quote. And yeah, it's just really wow. It's just really, really bad. Sad news. Moving on, more sad news. Remember we spoke about some layoffs last week?
Week before, goddamn.
Yeah, we've spoken about layoffs a lot in this podcast. Well, there's some more. So Warframe developer Digital Extremes had a publishing arm where they announced that they had a publishing arm a while ago. And that not only were they going to be developing games, they were also going to be publishing games. Everybody was like, oh, cool, that's a cool idea. Well, guess what?
It wasn't a good idea? I don't know.
Yeah, it really wasn't, because they're shutting down their publishing arm. And a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. They didn't say how many, but some people are going to lose their jobs. And they were publishing a game called Wayfinder, which we spoke about a bunch of episodes ago, about how it came out and it launched in a buggy state, and it wasn't, voice crack. It wasn't to the quality that people expected. So the developer of Wayfinder, Airship Syndicate, are in talks with Digital Extremes so they can transition or hand over the property fully to the developers, to Airship Syndicate, and they can seek another publisher or decide to do everything themselves. And I quote from a statement from Digital Extremes: and I quote, "We have had to say goodbye to a number of hardworking and highly valuable team members as a result, and we're working with Airship to transition full control of Wayfinder to them in the coming months," end quote. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my gaming news.
Aware. Dude, as I'm like, I'm on the Game Awards thing doing the voting, right? Guys, this whole the section where you have to vote about which is the best ongoing game, and this guy's, oh my god, the nominees. Anyways, thanks, Coach. Okay, moving on to the gaming corner. Coach, what's been coming out, bro?
Yeah, let's talk about it. So, let's start off with Hogwarts Legacy, as Maxwell spoke about, which is making its appearance on the Nintendo Switch, which was released on November 14th, 2023. Next up, we have a game called Howl, released on Switch and PC, released on November 14th, 2023. Next up, we have Invincible Presents Atom Eve, released on PC on November 14th, 2023, and it is currently sitting at a 78 on Metacritic. Next up, we have a game called American Arcadia, released on PC on November 15th, 2023, and it is currently sitting at a 79 on Metacritic. Remember some episodes ago where I was gushing about a game called Call of the Sea? Yeah, it's the same developers as American Arcadia, so I'm keen to see more of this game. I remember when it was announced at Gamescom like a couple of years ago. I think it was Gamescom, and it caught my interest. It's like a 2D puzzling side-scrolling game, so I'm intrigued to see what they learned from Call of the Sea to make this game. So I'm keen to see it. Next up, we have a game called Teardown, released on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series on November 15th, 2023, currently sitting at an 86 on Metacritic. Next up, we have a game called The Last Faith, released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, released on November 15th, 2023, currently sitting at a 73 on Metacritic. Next up, we have Assassin's Creed Nexus VR, released on the Quest on November 16th, 2023. Next up, we have Flashback 2, released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, released on November 16th, 2023. Next up, we have a game that Maxwell was looking forward to, and it is Naruto X Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections.
Hey, let's go. I thought you were talking about Rhythm Castle.
No. Yeah, so Naruto X Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections, released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, released on November 17th, 2023. Guys, what do you think its Metacritic score is, Tommy?
86.
86, okay. Maxwell?
80.
80. Okay, for once, Maxwell wins this one. It's currently sitting at a 74.
What do you mean for once?
You've never won one of these.
I usually win these. What the hell are you talking about? Even as Tommy.
You usually know them, but this time you
Yeah, exactly. Next up, we have Persona 5 Tactica, released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, released on November 17th, 2023, currently sitting at a 77 on Metacritic. Finally, we have Super Mario RPG, released on the Nintendo Switch on November 17th, 2023. Tell me, what is its Metacritic score?
What's the game again?
Super Mario RPG.
Yes. 90.
Okay, good guess. Maxwell?
Yeah, I was gonna go for 90, but since he's gone for it, I'm gonna have to go for above or below, because 90 was the sweet spot. It was a win-win number, and he's taken it. So, given the reviews have been positive, I've only seen one review where it's like, if you missed out on RPG Maker, the previous one, you get your chance with this one. It means people took it very well. So it's either an 88 or a 92. Given it's Nintendo and it's Mario and it's the Mario year and it's a beloved IP, I'm gonna say 92.
92. Okay. Tell me when's this one? It's an 83.
Wow, that is low.
It actually is, given how much you guys say, oh, Super Mario, oh my god, oh, let me suck his dick, or what?
You what?
Yeah, like Zelda, Mario, Pokimane. Those games, I never expect them to get anything less than 85. It's 85 plus every time I hear those games.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, that is it for the releases of the week and the Gaming Corner.
Thanks, bro, Sif. Alright. That brings us to the... Wait, Max, you got any gaming releases you know of?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wait. Guys, I didn't actually know Hello Kitty Island Adventure is back and that it's on mobile. That's amazing. Anyways, yeah.
We had a launch trailer for the best game of this year.
Elden Ring, the Shattered something.
No. This will be a game changer. This will blow your mind. We got... Are you ready for it, Tommy?
I know it ain't GTA, but okay. What it is?
Bluey, the video game.
I literally just tweeted now about the Xbox. The Bluey Xbox. I literally just retweeted that.
The world is never gonna be the same again.
Oh, dude, what the fucking catchiest intro. Fuck, love that show. Get it for your dogs, to those of you watching. Anyways.
You said get it for your dogs?
Yeah, so apparently, I don't know how true this is, but apparently dogs can actually watch Bluey because the color scheme of the show is something dogs can actually see. They can see in those colors. So that's why Bluey is mostly blue and black and, you know, all shades of gray and this and this. It's so that dogs themselves can also see the show.
I thought maybe you were speaking code for like furry type of crap.
No. And I got attacked in the previous... I got attacked in our Jeopardy thing when I said I'm not a furry, or like people like what's wrong with furries? I was like, dude, chill. I'm just saying that I'm not one. Why do I have to be without being attacked? What the fuck? Anyways. Cool. Oh wait, that brings us to the halfway points. If you're liking the show so far, which I hope you guys are, please leave a like and subscribe. We'll love you very much for it. And yeah, let's just keep it going. Okay, I don't really have content creator news, but I mean, I have something that affects the content of creators, let me say. So I don't know if I mentioned it in a previous episode, but I'm going to mention it now because I even wanted it to be a discussion point at some point in life, but I think everyone's now experienced it. So if you haven't, let me catch you guys up. So YouTube, for about a month now, or I would probably say even 2 months, they implemented a system whereby it tracks if you have an ad block. And if you have an ad block, it's going to ask you to disable after watching 3 videos, right? And of course, this is if you don't have the YouTube Premium. After you watch 3 videos, ignoring, to turn off your ad block, it then blocks your account completely. You can't view any videos until you switch it off or you get Premium, right? So now YouTube is being accused of using an illegal ad block detection in their YouTube Premium subscription push. Okay, so it's actually been 3 months. That's crazy. Okay, so it's actually been for 3 months that they've been doing this. Now, obviously, this is something that I never noticed because I have Premium, but it was very interesting to see my mom go through it, because I would get a phone call saying, well, it's not even, dude, because it's cheap. So it's like, I really don't see why. I mean, guys, think about all the streaming services and everything that we pay for. Already, this world is a streaming. Everything now is like streaming. the Rick and Morty episode was correct. Everything in life that you watch is going to be a streaming service. No freeform channel to the public will soon exist. But anyway,
I attest to the pirate life. One Piece.
No, 100%. Don't get me wrong, 100%. Like, those sites and everything will always exist, which is great. But yeah, so there was a formal complaint against YouTube with the Ireland Data Protection Commission for the illegal deployment of an adblock detection technology. So this needed consent, right? First, in order for this to be given. And obviously YouTube went behind their back, and then the thing is, this had about 10,000 complaints, rightfully so, before the first month of this thing came out, this whole detection thing. So already there was more than enough reason for it to not go public, and yet YouTube still did it nonetheless. So, W for all of us. We're going to see, though, what YouTube is going to respond with, as they haven't as of yet. Are they going to remove it? Are they not? Is this the fall of YouTube as we know it, slowly and surely? Because the reason why I wanted this to be a discussion point previously, but it's mostly because stuff like this is going to affect small streamers. Small streamers don't get any monetization anyways. Well, not small streamers, but small content creators don't get monetization in any case, because the ads that run on their videos don't really get much. And so this is only going to hurt the big streamers, to be honest. And even if with YouTube putting this ad block detection, trying to get a little bit more money out of people, it's not actually going to be of benefit to the big content creators anyways. So we're not entirely sure why YouTube even thought to put this here. It's just them wanting money for themselves. They don't care about the creators. They try to spin it off like, no, this is gonna make sure that ads that are being run on your videos get compensated for. YouTube, you're lying. Just shut up. But anyways, we can't even blame Sarah Wachichiki, whatever the fuck, anymore, bro. Anyways, yeah, that's my news.
Which island is this? Republic or Northern?
Oh shit, nigga, I don't. DPC Ireland.
No, I asked because Republic is part of the EU. So if they are infringing on Irish rights, I think that bleeds over to EU rights. Whereas Northern is part of the UK. So if they are infringing on Northern Irish rights, then it bleeds over to UK rights, I think. I could be wrong.
I think it's an EU thing. Because I also heard that the EU was saying that this was not ethical on YouTube's part.
Yeah, and I'm Googling the article that this is going to be breaking, and yeah, it's a European one. Article.
Yeah, this is why I like Europe.
Article 5, Part 3 of 2002 of EC, whatever EC is. But yeah, that's my shit. Kojo, anything from you?
A couple of things. So first up, we have a story
Start with a quick one. Start with a quick one. End on the long one, please.
Bars.
They're both equally okay. Fine. Let's start off talking about Iman Anis, everybody's favorite content creator. So, Iman Anis, also known as Pokimane, Tammy's favorite content creator, has launched a new food product. She's joining the lines of other content creators who have launched their own products, such as the greats like Logan Paul and KSI, launching Prime and a bunch of others. And she's launched her own food product, cookies called Minor Snacks, launched earlier this week. She said the company came about because she was having health issues and she couldn't find, suitable snacks or things for her. And this is what she said, and I quote, "The food I was eating took a toll on my health. I went on a health journey in 2021 and realized there aren't many good food options. If I wanted a good tasting snack, it would be filled with unhealthy stuff. If I found something healthy, it would taste nasty," end quote. And this is what she actually said. I've said this before. This is what she said when she launched the company. She said, and I quote, "It's finally here, introducing my new company, Minor Snacks. I could never find the perfect healthy snack that tasted good, so I made one for us. The Midnight Mini Cookies are made with real, non-GMO ingredients plus added vitamin D, end quote. So, yeah. It's interesting stuff. A lot of people are happy for her. She's made it in partnership. Yeah. So, in partnership with a lady called Darcy Mackin, they launched this thing together. And this is what Mackin said, and I quote, "Our first snack would be called the Midnight Mini Cookies. The Midnight Mini Cookies is a treat that can be enjoyed at any time of the day, just like coffee. And consumers can buy the mini cookies online for $28. Now, let's get into the controversy.
$28?
Yeah, I'm getting there. So, a lot of people have pushed back on this because they found some red flags, and a fair people have pushed back on it because it's Pokimane. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna say that straight up. It's the truth. But this is what people are worried about. People are saying that it's just a cash grab, that this is just a rebranded version of another cookie called TWPN Midnight Mini Cookie, which have the same ingredients apparently, and they're cheaper. And people are saying what Maxwell said, $28 for a pack of cookies, that's crazy. But then someone came out and said it's not $28 for a pack of cookies, it's $28 for 4 packs of cookies. So people are both, pushing against her, and people are also coming to her defense. So, yeah, we will be updated on any controversies that come out because of this. Now, next up and last up for me is the big story. So, this story broke due to journalistic work from Some Ordinary Gamers, aka Mudahar, and Carl Jobst, and it concerns a popular content creator on the internet known as Gerard the Completionist. So the Completionist has his own channel called The Completionist, where he 100% games, gets all the trophies, and then gives his reviews on them. And he's been very popular with it. A lot of people like his videos, and he's gained a lot of good faith with the community. Well, this has shaken quite a bit because he and his, not him per se, but something he's been attached to has come under a lot of flack. So he founded, in partnership with the rest of his family, he founded a foundation called Open Hand, the Open Hand Foundation, which was set up in remembrance, or dedicated to his mom, in remembrance of his mom who fought with dementia. And the Open Hand Foundation was to help charities who dealt with dementia and mainly dementia, to help them fight against dementia. So it came out that over the years, however, so how it works is that Open Hand Foundation is a middleman. You donate your money to Open Hand, and then they find charities to donate to. So what happened was, apparently people were donating the money to Open Hand, and the money was just sitting there in their bank account. And they didn't leave it for a number of years. Apparently 9 years, some people are saying 9 years, some people are saying a number of years, since like 2014. So that is 9 years, isn't it? Yeah, my math is right. So this obviously caused a huge backlash, a huge stir, and people are saying, what's happening? Why haven't you donated the money yet? What have you done with them? Like, are you taking some of this money to do anything else? And Carl Jobst and Some Ordinary Gamers got into a call with Gerard, and I highly suggest you guys go watch both of their videos. They made individual videos. I highly suggest you guys go watch that. They go in depth into the numbers and the filings and all of that stuff, especially Budoha. He goes in depth with that kind of stuff. So they got into a call with Gerard, and Gerard was saying things like, look, this is something that I don't remember if he said he was aware of it or if he wasn't aware of it, but he said it's something that he's been trying to fix. He's trying to fix it.
Quick interjection. He said that he wasn't aware of it and only became aware of it in either 2020 or 2021.
Yes, I think it was 2021 or 2022 that he said he became aware of it. Thank you for reminding me. You're right. You're 100% right. Voice crack. So he said he only became aware of it last year or the past year before. And he said that ever since then he's been trying to fix it and rectify it. But then in that same call, it seemed like he was sort of worried more about the perception of him more so than fixing it. But then again, like that's just how it came off to Mudahar and Carl Yops and a bunch of other people like Moise Critical, who also said it rubbed him the wrong way, the way he was saying, hey, if you guys just want to do a hit piece on me, well, didn't he say hit piece, but he's like, if you guys want to do your story, I'll take the L, it's fine, whatever. You know, he said that something along those lines. And so that's where the story ended for now. But Open Hand Foundation tried to take down Carl Yop's YouTube video, but YouTube denied this request. So, yeah, Maxwell, did I miss anything?
No, you pretty much went over all of the things. The only thing I can add to that is, like you said, it's a foundation with his family. When he was called out on what's going on, he said that he didn't know that the money was, like you said, that it was kept and nothing has been done with it. And since then, supposedly, he's been trying to take care of it. And that's a red flag for a lot of people because, one, it's like, this is a foundation you started. Why don't you know who the recipients are? Because he was questioned if he knew who the money is supposed to go to. And he said, no, he doesn't. And people are like, it's your thing. How don't you know where the end target is supposed to be? That's the first factor. Then the second factor is like, okay, if you were aware of it since 2021 at the earliest, 2022 at the latest, we're in 2023, about to go to 2024. Why hasn't anything changed? And I just want to add my 2 cents to the fact where I'm just like, yeah, it to me just looks sketchy, because if you look at other people who've been caught in a scam, it always goes into damage mode control of, I'm looking to rectify it. Like if we look at Logan Paul with his crypto scam, I'm looking to rectify it. These people never do one of 2 things. A, they never put in front a blueprint of, this is how I intend to rectify it. These are going to be the stages I'll take. They just say, I'm looking to rectify it. They are very general. They don't put any concrete numbers to things or concrete plans or even concrete dates. I'm looking to rectify it by such and such date. They leave it very open-ended. Then the second factor is how the B is give updates. If you're looking to rectify, be given general updates once in a while to say, hey, I haven't forgotten about this. Right now, this is where we're at with correcting the wrong. But they go silent on the matter. So that's why I'm just like, nah, I really don't trust him. But then again, for me, I've never trusted any type of thing where you give people your money, because you can't trust people. Simple as that. And also, people are complaining in the comment section saying, guys, when you want to donate, never use a middleman. Just donate directly to the thing you're passionate about. Don't give to middlemen, or don't give to strangers, or don't give to people who say, we'll handle the middle function and allow and give it to so and so. Handle it yourself. It's part of the reason I don't do charity, because I'm just like, yeah, I don't trust you guys.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Fair point. Thank you for filling in the blanks. I really appreciate it. But yeah, that's it for my content creator news. Tommy?
Oh wait, I was reading up more on the whole Pokimane situation, bro. It's yeah, like I didn't even know that even fucking Dr. Disrespect has a cognac or bourbon. Sorry, but anyways, jeez. Okay, Max, any content creator news from you?
Nada.
Thanks. I'm right. Moving on to the esports section. Not much from my side, but to say that November 19th, so 2 days after the recording of this, we're going to have the League of Legends finals for the World Championships of 2023. And it's been very interesting. I did tell you guys last time that I was pretty much excited for JDG and BLG gaming to pretty much make their ranks, but unfortunately none of them made it. The semi-finals were amazing though. Great watch. It's been honestly a very interesting World Championship. I came into it not knowing most of the teams, but honestly seeing that SKT T1 has come back and is really just proving that they're still the gods at this game. I'm keen for the finals. And yeah, next episode we'll let you guys know who the winners were. Because guys, I'm really wondering if I should just do this esports betting thing one day, bruh. I'm just gonna I'm gonna do like a paper account if they have any like free paper accounts, and I wanted to see like what would happen. I know, guys, I'm not trying to say you should get into gambling or betting. Play what? What's that thing they usually say on the radio? The gambling advisory thingy. I forget what it says. Yo, they're like, yo, no, what? Gambling is not a players know when to stop. Oh my god, huh? Anyways, yeah, that's all I have for esports. Kojo, anything from your side?
No esports from me this time.
Alright, so where? Max?
No, I don't have any esport related news.
Alright, moving on to the discussion. Max, I believe you had something for us. What's up?
Yeah, so a quick summary of what I mentioned at the beginning was I asked you guys, what if you could erase your memory of a game and get to experience it again all for the first time? What game would that be?
For me, it'll... Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead. I'll say it when it's my part, or why I brought up this question.
Alright, for me, it would be... I don't know which Halo it was, but the Halo where like, I don't know if this is spoilers. If it's spoilers, guys, for Halo, all the Halo games, if you haven't played all the Halo games to completion, just skip ahead a bit. For me, it's the Halo where, I don't know if it's ODST, I think it's ODST, where it pretty much ends, bro. Like, Master Chief dies, Cortana, all that shit, and it's got that famous quote where one of the Spartans was just like, "Sir, it's been an honor serving you, and this, and then he like jumps into a big ass scorpion." Guys, it's because I haven't even played that game in so long that if I had to play it now again, it would still feel new to me, like 100%. But yeah, I would love to erase that from my memory and play it again, because I cried at the end of that. I really did cry. It had been such a long adventure from Halo 1 up until that point. And yeah, that's me.
So, the game and the thing is, I'm going to mention a game, but once we're done, I'll probably think of another game. But right now, a game that I'll erase my memory, or if I was to erase my memory and play again, will definitely be The Witcher 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly, thought you would say Mass Effect.
I was going to say the Mass Effect. I was going to cheat and say the Mass Effect trilogy, 1, 2, and 3. But then that's my second answer. But the thing about The Witcher 3, man, is that I usually don't like to say definitive things like, this is the best thing ever, this is this. I usually like to say, oh, in my opinion, I think this is this. But I'm just going to say it outright. The Witcher 3 is a masterpiece, and it's one of the greatest games ever made. There's no doubt in my mind, I'm not the only one who shares this opinion. Not just The Witcher 3, but the expansions, Heart of Stone and Blood and Wine. With Blood and Wine especially. Like, Blood and Wine was an expansion, and it won Best RPG at the Game Awards that year for an expansion.
The irony of this is you liking a fantasy game.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I'm usually
not a Mass Effect a space fantasy thing?
Yeah, no, Mass Effect was pure sci-fi.
Yeah, so I mean...
No. Kojo loves his sci-fi. If it's sci-fi, just hearing sci-fi, he'll dive into it. When he hears fantasy, he hesitates. Where he's like, yes. Do I really want to get it?
But I don't dismiss.
Wait, Kojo, I'm sorry, quick one. Are you not the same? Is it you or Dutch? I can't remember who's the one who introduced us to these like MMORPGs with anime people.
Oh, that was both Sunny and me.
You see, so you've been in fantasy, bruh.
No, the thing is, I like fantasy stuff, but like, if you were to ask me which one I prefer more, I'll definitely say sci-fi. Like, sci-fi is my thing. Like, I love sci-fi.
And he's also selective with his fantasy. Like, he could probably have 20 different sci-fi stuff he likes, in fantasy he'll struggle to reach 10.
Makes sense.
Yeah, possibly. But anyway, we're getting off track. So, yes. So that's pretty much it. I don't think I need to go into more detail. But yeah, Witcher 3, masterpiece. excuse me, voice crack again. And I think I enjoyed it extra because I played it with my brother. And both of us, I think if I was to call him up right now and ask him the same question, I think he will agree with me.
Hold up.
Say The Witcher.
During the spicy scenes, the fuck were you and your brother doing, bro?
Hey, man, don't ask questions. Don't ask questions, man.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that happened. But yeah, I don't know. I can gush about The Witcher 3. I can say, I'm not gonna go into depth. Like, maybe we can say that for another period. But I love The Witcher 3. I think it's a fantastic masterpiece, and I miss that game. I thoroughly miss. Like, once in a while, I'll log in just to ride Roach around the horse, and I almost said a spoiler, but just to chill and see the fruits of my decisions that I made throughout the game. But yeah, that's it. That's my answer. Maxwell?
So the reason why I brought up this question is because I was watching a video where there were people discussing game experiences and what is universal for gamers and what's new and all of those stuff. And then somebody was talking about how games they wish they could relive and re-experience for the first time again because it was so magical for them. Like, I've seen some people mention what's that game, that PlayStation Shadow of the Colossus? Like, that's some people's answers. Now, the reason why I bring it up because I wanted to hear you guys' reasoning, because for me, my reasoning actually slightly differs from you guys, and it's because of my reasoning why my answer is I don't have any game I would want to re-experience for the first time. And the reason why is the joy I get from playing games that grasp me or games that do things differently is never having imagined that I could do certain things in a video game. Like, how when you first were introduced to a game, like this links back to how people say nowadays games don't hit the same that they used to in the past. And I argue it's because people are older and more experienced. Games have fallen into a set of rules and how they work. Whereas when you were younger, it was a new experience. Every time you played a different game, it was something new, something you never experienced or even imagined could be done. So it was transporting you and doing something fantastical. And that's the thing I like about games, right? Each game I play, if it sticks to me, has something different about it. Like if I say Final Fantasy VII, like if I rip off names off of the top of my head, Final Fantasy VII was a great experience, the original. BioShock, the first game, was a great experience. Zelda Breath of the Wild was a great experience. Different games like that, because all of them do something different. So the reason why I don't want to erase my memory for any game is because all of those experiences are accumulated experience, where now where I am today, I am very cynical about a game being able to impress me. That when a game does manage to impress me, I think that's actually a wow moment where I take a step back and be like, damn, I really enjoyed that. Because with all the gaming experience I have now, when I go into a game, I've played so many different other games which give me a similar experience that I automatically know what to expect from that game, whether it's the story, whether it's the control, whether it's the genre. The minute I pick up a controller, like for a first-person shooter, you already know what the controls are going to be or how it's going to work out. Like, is your health going to regenerate? Are you going to have a health bar? What are the shoot buttons? How do you, you've got grenades you can throw and stuff like that. If it's a platformer, you already know you're going to have certain superpowers laid out across the game. If it's Metroidvania, you're going to know that you can open up sections to different things. Like the layout of games, you already know what it's going to be. That's why for me, the last game which I played, which properly wowed me, was Zelda Breath of the Wild. Because that game did things where when I was going into it, I wasn't expecting. And that's my answer of why I wouldn't want to wash my memory of any game, because it's accumulated experience to where I am today of me being cynical, trying to find new games which can impress me, which can wow me. Like, I still enjoy playing games, but I feel like there are two different categories of my enjoyment now. There's games that I enjoyed, but they fall within expectation of experience, and then games that I really enjoyed that went beyond my expectations, if that makes sense.
Okay, then in that case, I'll change my answer to Saints Row 2. Because I agree with you in the sense that with Halo ODST, I feel I had to go through what I went through, like the hurts and the pain and the adventure of it all, and it all coming to an end. Because honestly, to this day, it's still one of the things that has really influenced me. Halo ODST, having a team with you and all this, all going through the same type of adventure, but for a greater cause. It's led to me watching One Piece. It's led to me playing World of Warcraft. It's led to me doing so many other things that are team-based. It really leads me to learn to lean on my fellow man and woman, and fellow person and all this. And that truly at the end of it, nothing really matters besides who's got your back, man. I really needed it to learn that way. Anything else? Because we don't have a news blitz. Anything else from anyone?
Yes.
What's up, Kojo?
So, it's just one thing I saw about Maxwell's favorite game, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Guess how many copies it sold in its first...
Can you stop baiting me, you master baiter?
You what?
Good one. But no, this is fun. I like doing this. It's hilarious. But yes, answer the question.
What was the question?
Guess how many copies Super Mario Bros. Wonder has sold in its first 2 weeks?
10 million.
10 million, okay. Chami?
15, I don't know. 20?
15?
I don't know.
Okay. Now, if I was to tell you that Nintendo released a physical... Well, this is besides the point, but maybe this might change your idea or answer, whatever. Nintend's fiscal year plan financial results says that by the end of September 30th, it will have sold 132.46 million Nintendo Switches. So, with that number in mind, and it's getting closer to it's getting closer to the Nintendo DS's 154 million copies. Million copies, I guess.
Part of Switch games or Nintendo games selling well is that they don't have any competition in that specific market. So games always sell well, even if they're terrible. We saw that with Pokimane. But okay, let's see. Spider-Man sold 5 million copies in 10-11 days. So I naturally expect to do better. Pokemon sold 20 million or 15 million in 5 days or 3 days or something.
Okay. So you say 10 million, Tommy says 15.
Let me guess, the real answer was 25.
The closest is Maxwell, because the answer is 4.3 million.
Dang. That's not as good as I thought it would do.
But yeah, that's my news blitz. That took a little longer than usual. But yeah, that's my news blitz. Okay, I'm done. Tommy, back to you.
Okay. Vex, any final notes from you, bro?
Nope.
Alright. That brings us to the end of episode 43. We do hope you guys loved and enjoyed the show. Please remember to vote for the Game Awards so that you could also, participate once we watch on December 7th. And yeah, again, let us know in the comments who you think is going to win Game of the Year. You can just tell us that, not every other category. God damn. And then yeah, once the Game Awards do come through, we will obviously track back to what it is we said earlier on versus where we currently stand now in what we think. And honestly, some of the nominees, bro, shit, I was definitely fall off. But anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in. Thanks to Max and Kojo as well for being part of the show as always. And yeah, that was the weekly patch notes brought to you guys by X2Skip. And we'll check you guys next week. Stay good, stay healthy, and peace out.